Okay, Gail Zintek, I'm back. The last episode was about building your database through the 6Cs method, as designed by my friend Hank Avink of the National Coaching League. And now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about send out cards for business. I mentioned before, my name is Gail Zintek. I'm the broker owner of Network Team Homes Realty in Portage, Michigan. I am a CRS, ABR, GRI, ePro, and GCAR, Greater Kalamazoo Association Realtor of the Year for 2017. I'm the broker owner of Network Team Homes Realty, and we're going to talk a little bit about referral business. Relationship marketing is a strategic personal interaction that builds on the customer base you already have. That's what we just talked about in the 6Cs. Developing your database, identifying them, and then building long-term relationships with customers that will create loyalty that all businesses are striving for. And think about this, if relationships are the heart of success in any business, then why don't we market from the heart? 2 habits to create the business you desire. Now I'm going to talk about 2 habits. One is becoming a level 4 card sender. And the second habit is becoming level 4 with your smartphone, using this device to create business. Referral business comes by way of customer loyalty, trust, and confidence. And if you put into practice these 2 habits, you're going to gain customer loyalty, customer trust, and customer confidence. So here's a couple questions for you. How much is one referral worth to you? I want you to write that down. How much? In some markets, it might be $2,500. In other markets, it might be $25,000. So what's one referral worth to you? And then how much have you left on the table because you haven't followed up after the sale? You know, my husband and I have been realtors for the past 13 years. We've done a really good job for the last 10 years of following up after the sale, which renders us a really powerful referral business. So that's what I want you to think about today, and how you can improve on that bottom line by staying in touch after the sale. And with 1, 2, maybe 3 additional referrals each month change your business? Would it change your business to have those additional referrals coming in? I'm big on affirmations. 2017 affirmations, my word for the year is attract. I'm attracting wealth and abundance. I'm attracting the right people to my business. I'm attracting opportunities that will surprise even me. I'm attracting 100 real referrals in 2017. Well, from January 1st to May 25th, Steve and I have received 70 referrals for a real estate business. All have come by way of others reaching out to us, and we've closed 21 transactions so far, with several more under contract right now. So I upped that a little bit, and I put down, changed my affirmation that we're attracting 200 real estate referrals in 2017. Now I want you to think about that, because if I have 200 referrals, that doesn't mean 200 transactions, right? I expect that I can close between 50 to 70 transactions if I attract 200 referrals into our business. Now, top of mind awareness generates referrals. So communication is a key. I'm going to talk to you about my 5 communication styles. My vehicles are texting. Someone has a baby, someone gets engaged, you see things on social media. You're going to right away either send a message or send a text. Maybe you're going to pick up the phone and call. Social media, face-to-face interactions. Are you hosting client events every year? Steve and I do 2 client events where we invite our clients to come and meet with us face-to-face on different occasions. One's a Flower Fest, one's Pumpkin Fest in the fall. And greeting cards. I'm going to share with you some significant ways you can use the Send Out Cards greeting card system to enhance your business. There's opportunities all around us to communicate. You know, there's reasons to say thank you every single day, to share your appreciation. I challenge you that when you wake up every day, that you pick one person that pops into your mind and send a letter of gratitude, send a card of gratitude to that person. Birthdays. Everybody has one, right? How do you interact with people? Do you do a little happy birthday on social media? Do you pick up your phone and call? Do you text message your friend? Do you invite them to lunch? Do you send them a card? So there's all kinds of ways that, and the more ways that you do that, the more often you do that, the more top of mind you become. Recognition. Somebody receives a new job and they post, recognize them. Recognize people for the things that they do well. Lifestyle celebrations, my favorite. You see people all the time. We just passed Mother's Day. We're coming up on Father's Day. How many pictures are going to be posted that are special to people? So your special people, those in your database, your 36 A's and your 96 B's, those are the ones that should be getting cards with pictures, right? So keep in touch and marketing and promotion. And you see the 80-20 here? I'm going to challenge you. What that means is 80% of the time it's about the relationship, 20% of the time it's about marketing, okay? All right. I'm going to challenge you to make it 95-5, right? 95% of the time it's about the relationship, and maybe 5% of the time it's marketing. So here's my story. In 2007, I received an unexpected card from somebody I met at a networking event. It was a B&I Visitors Day, and we exchanged cards really quickly, like 60 seconds to get as many business cards as you could, and I got 19 that day, and I put a rubber band around mine and put them in my desk drawer. Well, 5 days later, I get this card in the mail, and it says, "Nothing beats a great referral." And on the inside, there was a picture of the gentleman who sent it to me. And he said, "Gail, I'd love to grab a Starbucks sometime and see how I can help you grow your business. That's my wife and my son. I'm proud of them." It was an amazing card. I sat down at my desk, I picked up my phone, and I called him. And I said, "How did you do that card?" We met for coffee. We spent about 2 hours together just talking, building a relationship. I sent a card. I went home and I researched it. And I looked over at I remember looking over at Steve and saying, there's an opportunity to this. So we joined as distributors back in 2007. And we started to build our database. I hired Julie to come into my office and take the stacks of 3.5 years of closed deals and put them into a database, which is my send out cards. From 2008 to 2011, the real estate market wasn't very good here in Michigan. And that's when we grew our relationships. We had plenty of time. Listings lasted almost 300 days on the market. Now it's 3 days. It was then much, much longer. And then, so during that period, we grew our relationships and we grew our business from 35% to 98% referral. We opened up our own company in 2012, and we've enjoyed a 98 to 100% referral business, closing 50 plus homes a year. And I can tell you that I learned that consistency matters. You see, we send cards every day. For the first 5 years I had the system, I sent cards every day. I would send them to farming. I'd send them to neighborhoods. I'd send them after open houses. I'd send nice to meet you after I'd get off the floor call. Just to celebrate people. I sent cards for no particular reason. And it has literally changed our business, and it's changed our life. I'm going to share a story or two with you. Remember I said become a level 4 card sender. So what does level 4 mean? Well, I can tell you that level 1 is you don't think about it, so you don't do it. Level 2 is you think about it, but you don't do it. Level 3 is I think about it, I'm going to do it. And that level 4 is you don't think about it, you just do it. So I didn't have a really great smartphone back in 2011, but I carried my little Canon SureShot camera with me everywhere I went. And I made a habit out of celebrating people. And Steve and I went to the Taste of the Chamber. It was a networking event. And we met, we tasted this food. We voted. And at the end of the night, the Park Street Market won. And I picked their business card off the table. I took it home and I created this card. And I just said, "Your food rocked the house at the taste of the chamber. No better ribs, greens, or peach cobbler. A win well earned. Thanks for sharing your goodness. We enjoyed every bite. Live today, enjoy life. Stephen Gales in Tech, the network team at Evenbore Walton Realtors." And I had our phone numbers in there and a picture of us. Well, about 5 days later, just like when I received my card and called, Kiar called and he says, "I wanted to thank you for the card you sent. I see you're realtors. Maybe we could meet and see if we would be a good fit because my family's moving from the east side of the state to work here in the Kalamazoo area." So we met with Kiar and we developed a friendship. And so this one card led to a whole lot more than just one transaction. So Kiar bought this house in 2012. He closed 12-12-12. It's an easy one to remember. He met Eva. Eva and Kiar got married in April of 2013. We were invited to the wedding. It was an amazing wedding, the most amazing, immaculate wedding I've ever been to in my whole life. And we met their family. But what was really special about that is, so we were able to send cards. Kiar and Eva have been married for several years now, and they decided it was time to sell their house and buy a new one. But remember, Kiar told me that he had family. So over the last several years, we've helped his brother get into a home. His sister and her husband bought this amazing house, and they referred us to a couple from the east side who was moving over. Their mom and dad bought a house here, and then one of Kiar's good friends, Kevin, hired us to help him sell this house. So over the last, years, past 5 years, we've closed on 9 homes from the one card I sent back there because, see, that one card developed the relationship. And then we've been sending cards to the Gamshow family throughout the years since then. But it has generated more than $70,000 in income for us. But more than that, it's created a friendship that passes all time. So one card led to relationships formed that are priceless. This is Eva, Zena, and Douglas. Zena is the baby sister, and she got married a couple years ago. But a couple months ago, her and Douglas signed on their brand new home. And now they're expecting their very first baby to bring home. And I just saw Zena today when I was out and about. And I'm so excited. She's just several weeks away from having her first little baby girl. The power of one. I don't think you can see that. Let's see if we can move this over here. The power of one. Okay, so this is a little bit different story, still with, one card, but this is one relationship. And I want you to pay close attention to this. So this is Brooks Wealth. Brooks is our financial advisor. We met Brooks in our BNI networking group probably 8 years ago. She was the branch manager of a local banking institution that we bank at, and we built a relationship with her. Her and her husband, they hired us to sell their house and they bought another one. But Brooks is really well connected, and she's got a lot of friends and family and coworkers that she's been able to refer us to over the past several years. Some of the homes we've sold, and then we've listed and sold and helped them buy another. Family, friends, coworkers. So I sat down and I realized, I kind of calculated out that every referral that Brooks sends to us is worth $5,555 per referral. And she's been worth about $8,333 a year to us in income. So I want you to think about this for a second. If you had 30 people in your life, just like Brooks, that brought you $8,000 of income each year, would it be a better year? So it's not the amount of relationships you have, it's really connecting with the people that you have a mutual respect and bonding with to do business with. So this year, Brooks has referred us to Kathy, and Kathy sold her condo, and the projected commissions were $8,500, and she's done it again. So she's been worth to us this year another many $1,000s. So how have we connected with Brooks over the years? So, it's through gratitude and appreciation. Brooks posts pictures on Facebook. I take them off. I let her know how much we appreciate her for who she is, for what she brings to the party. When she was in BNI, she was a truly valued member of our BNI chapter, and everybody loved her. And she looked out for everybody and looked for ways that she could bring value to them by bringing referrals. So sending out gratitude and appreciation. Brooks and I were in the same women's group together, and we sat together at this particular mother-daughter event last May. But it's about edifying, connecting and edifying. With these ladies at my group, I can connect and edify Brooke to them of an amazing person she is. And then lifestyle celebration. So back last year, our Western Michigan Broncos went 13-0, and they went to the Cotton Bowl in Dallas. And Brooks and Jeff took their kids, and they had a great time as alumni of Western Michigan University. So being able to take those moments from social media and celebrate Brooks and her family. And this is just a little action log of the communications that we've had with Brooks over the last several years. So it's not just one card now and then. It's staying top of mind with people by truly appreciating who they are in your life and in your business. The power of social media. Oh my goodness. Ryan and Riley were referred to us by a good friend of ours that we work with in the industry. Riley is his sister, and they bought this home. And Ryan texted me the morning of the closing and said, "Hey, can you remember to bring a sold sign, because we want to take some cheesy pictures and post them on social media." And so I took a couple of sold signs. We took pictures, but this is Ryan's post that day. He says, "Hey, share some of those pictures with me." And I did. And he said, "Hey, we bought a house. Special thanks to BL and Steve Zintech at Network Team Homes for all their help. They made the process a breeze." But I want you to look underneath the pictures. There's 206 interactions. And you know how you can click on those and you can see how many people you're associated with. And out of those 206, I think it was less than 10 or 15 that we actually have connections with. So the power of social media and getting that out there. But then I also take those pictures and I put them on a card. So what Steve and I do a little differently or uniquely is we donate a bike to Toys for Tots for every closing that we have. So inside this card, this is a 3-panel card that you open up, and we add the pictures on the inside. This is the front of the card. It has a picture of Steve and I in front of our sign with our grandchildren on bikes, and then a special message that's just for them, letting them know that we will be donating a bike on their behalf to the Toys for Tots, so that kids will get one child will get a brand new bike because of the faith and trust that they put in us to work with them. And then, of course, the custom branding on the back of the cards just kind of lets them remember who we are and what we do. Level 4 with your smartphone. So when I talked on the other video about the 6 C's, remember we talked about leaning in to see if there's potential for a conversation? This is what happened in 10 minutes before takeoff from AZO, which is Kalamazoo, to MSP, which is Minneapolis St. Paul Airport. I sat next to Jordan. Jordan is a financial advisor here in town, and he told me in that 5 minutes that his dad was retiring, that he lived in Grand Rapids, that he gave me his age. He was on his way to Seattle for a conference for financial advisors, His brother lived at home. He has a younger brother that lives at home with mom and dad. And he didn't know what to get his dad for a gift for retirement. So I said, let's do something fun. So I took out my phone and I took our picture. And I pulled up the app on my phone and we created this card. And literally as we were taxiing down the runway, I picked 2017 as a significant date because that was the retirement. I said, what's your dad's name? I spoke into my phone. I said, I met your son Jordan on a flight from Kalamazoo to Minneapolis today. He mentioned that you are retiring this year, and I want to wish you a wonderful retirement. You and your wife have raised a fine son that I'm sure you're very proud of. Whatever you do for the rest of your journey, enjoy, Gail Zintek. Yes, I asked Jordan if he had a sense of humor because with send out cards, we can add gifts to our cards. So I hope you like the coffee cup. I too have a son named Jordan. Thanks again for raising such a great young man. No doubt Jordan will excel in life. I added this coffee cup. Congrats, you made it out of bed. This was the back of the card. We go through life once. Hope you're living the life you imagine. And just the other day, I get a text message from Jordan. Yep, it was he and his dad, and he was drinking out of his coffee cup. So there's power in connecting, using the send out card service in a quick, memorable, efficient, effective way. And I hope you got something out of today's little program. So if you haven't learned about send out cards, feel free to reach back to the person that shared this video with you. They can help you get started. I can help you get started. Just reach out, feel free. It's been a pleasure to spend some time with you today, and we'll say take care.